Alright, so I'm trying to get this lower ball joint replaced. They told me it was a wheel hub bearing, which it might be, but this side has a lot of clunking. When I did the wheel play looseness test by shaking it, the lower ball joint has a lot of movement, so it's done. I used a torch right there for this pinch bolt. It goes right through. Let's see, right through there. You gotta heat it up for like 10 minutes, 5 minutes. Use a lot of PB Blaster and then turn it, or else it'll snap off inside on these older Subarus with age. So, trying to get the lower ball joint after a long night of beating and smashing. Stuck this pry bar right here to try to open up the gap, so when I do try to release the ball joint, it'll come out. So I hammered this in there pretty good, kind of split it open. Put the I actually ended up wedging it like a screwdriver, or I'm sorry, a wrench in between there, then using the floor jack and kind of making like a spacer squish as you jack up the let's see, as you jack up the rotor right here on the outside with your floor jack. It's gonna lift this part up. Anyways, hard to see. Anyways, stick your wrench back there, have it hang out the side, and then it gets real tight. And once you have everything else free, actually leave your pinch bolt in after you know you can get it loose, and then you whack it with a hammer and you'll hear a big pop. That part, you wedge this in there, and then I'm gonna use a piece of wood and stand it up on the top of the control bar like this. I had to move the move the brake line so you can put a piece of wood right directly down there, and then use a big old hammer after you loosen all this and put that there, and you smack it downwards and it'll bring that little part of the ball joint out, and then maybe put some PB Blaster in heat. But it's been pretty tricky. It's been like 2 hours. Yeah, it's separated there. You want to see a gap. If you don't get in the gap, you're not doing anything. And I'll put my piece of wood here and hammer down from up top and push this piece down. Make sure you have the little bit of the nut still on there to catch it. Alright, this is how I did my setup. I made sure I cleaned out the holes real good, or wherever you insert the, you know, where you insert the ball joint, and use this floor jack to kind of push it up in there. Yeah, I'll probably wedge that open a little bit, and then yeah, use like a screwdriver or something. I just wanted y'all to see the setup. New ball joints in.